Australia is the world's smallest continent, with roughly 3 million square miles. Australia makes up for any size shortage, though, with spectacular sights and activities. Australia is known for its stunning oceans, diverse animals, breathtaking scenery, and rich history. Whatever your reasons are for choosing Australia, you'll find something to like about country. These fascinating Australia-related facts should serve as inspiration for your travels. The 10 interesting facts below pertain to Australia. 1. 90% of Australians live on the coast. The vast majority of the inhabitants in this gigantic country lives around its coastline due to the large deserts in its centre region. The bustling towns of Perth, Sydney, and Melbourne are well-known destinations with a wide variety of beaches, from Bondi Sands to Trigg Surf. There are other smaller beach villages outside of the big cities where you can admire Australia's stunning coastline. Explore New South Wales Port Macquarie and catch your own meal there, or travel to Queensland to see Airlie Beach's nightlife. Due to Australia's island position, there are countless surf towns and beaches, so go where everyone else is going and head to the coast. 2. People have lived in Australia for 65,000 years. Willem Janszoon wasn't the first person to see Australia when he arrived in that country in 1606. Aboriginal people in Australia were already dispersed widely across the whole of the continent. The artistic, religious, and musical traditions are some of the oldest still in existence. At the Bunjalaka Aboriginal Cultural Centre in Melbourne and the Aboriginal Museum in Sydney, you can learn more about these countries' first settlers. In addition to honouring these fascinating individuals, the National Museum of Australia is the repository of numerous more historical details about Australia. 3. James Cook discovered Australia in 1770. It took some time before someone discovered Australia. Captain James Cook led the most famous discovery aboard HMS Endeavour in 1770. Eventually, this voyage led to the first European settlement in Sydney. 4. The Great Barrier Reef is the largest ecosystem in the world. Australia is proud of its roughly 2,500 distinct reefs that make up the Great Barrier Reef, which can be seen from space. It covered half of the country's eastern coast, therefore there are several locations that can be used as launching pads for exploring the vibrant coral. Although Townsville, Port Douglas, and Airlie Beach all have fantastic beaches and a variety of cruises that can take you out to experience the reef, Cairns is the most well-known location to start a trip out to the reef. A highlight of any trip to Australia is undoubtedly snorkeling and diving among the vibrant fish and turtles that call the Great Barrier Reef home. 5. Australia has a huge wine route. Australia is hardly the first nation that comes to mind when considering exploring beautiful wine regions. Nevertheless, the nation has more than 60 distinct wine-growing regions. Each year, they generate more than 1 trillion bottles of wine collectively. 6. Australia has a population of 25.4 million. Australia is the 55th largest country in the world with an estimated total population of 25.4 million. Authorities expect that Australia's population will continue to grow. Specifically, the migration will play a notable role in that growth. 7. Uluru stretches for 15 miles underground. A must-see location on your journey is Uluru, one of Australia's most famous landmarks. It is a favorite location for intriguing tours and activities and is recognized by UNESCO as a significant natural and cultural region. The indigenous Anangu tribe owns and reveres the entire Uluru region, which is a holy place for native Australians. A sunrise or sunset trip, which includes breakfast or a barbecue as part of the package, is one of the greatest ways to explore this wonderful location. The rock is renowned for its red light at sunset when the sun has sunk below the horizon. This 600-million-year-old landmark is more complex than first appears. Geological research indicate that the rock formation extends 15 kilometers beyond visual reach. It makes a downward and upward slope before joining the Olgas, another distinctive geological feature of Australia. 8. The Great Emu War broke out in Australia. The Emu War of Australia is the war of man versus the birds. Emus are very big birds with heights at an average of no less than 5.7 feet, the second largest living birds. They have long legs and necks with short wings. When the emus grew in numbers, they started to wreak havoc on crops, and that started the Great Emu War of Australia. To combat the emu, the government employed former World War I soldiers. The Lewis machine gun, a light machine gun that was widely utilized in the First World War, was used by the infantry. More than 10 years later, in Australia, they employed that gun against emus. War was won by emus. The authorities determined it was not worth it because it took roughly 10 bullets to kill a single emu. The conflict was commanded by Major Meredith, but ultimately the emus prevailed. The emus have proven that they are not so foolish as they are typically assumed to be, one of the soldiers remarked. 9. The Australian Alps get more snow than the Swiss Alps. The Australian Alps, which span New South Wales and Victoria, are a haven for skiers, even though many tourists come to Australia for its gorgeous beaches and year-round weather. Since snow typically falls between June and September, Australia is the ideal location to satisfy your summer skiing craving. Near Canberra, there are two sizable resorts, Thredbo and Perisher, the latter of which is the biggest ski resort in the Southern Hemisphere. One of the busiest places is Blue Cow Mountain, which offers a wide variety of lodging options, runs, and breathtaking Alps vistas. 10. The Dingo Fence is longer than the Great Wall of China. With a length of 5,331 kilometers, Australia's Dingo Fence is the longest fence in the world. A pest exclusion fence known as the Dingo Fence was constructed in the 1880s and finished in 1885. Its principal objective is to protect Australia's fertile southeast region from dingoes. The Great Wall of China is shorter than the Dingo Fence.